one of the mothers of these children you spoke to in Iowa.
Correct.
Why would you go all the way to Iowa?
Because initially you listed her as a witness on your witness list for court.
Just for the record, I don't recall listing anyone as a witness. Just for the record.
Just for the record, I didn't call any witnesses. That's why later on I'm gonna say, you didn't allow me to bring any witnesses. Okay, watch there, watch there.
And that would be in the information that you said you had more knowledge of than anyone else at that time.
At that time. Darrell, stop. You're being emotional. You're acting like a hormonal lady in the midst of her menses. Cranky McCrankstar. Darrell up here having a heavy flow day, you know? Darrell, is you having a heavy flow day? People don't understand. Darrell's on his menses. Darrell's I'm very much a 45-year-old child, honey.
At that time, was the alleged defendant already in custody?
Yes, he was.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just use the fingerprints that were already obtained?
Like I said before, the fingerprints was one way. We also verified it talking to his family members that his identity.
Any reason why, or let me back up.
Yeah, back up, Darrell.
Is it fair to say that there was more confirmation needed to identify the alleged defendant at that point?
Nah.
Seeing as how the fingerprints were already obtained?
We were just being thorough. We were certain that it was Darrell Brooks that we had in custody based on his fingerprints and other information that we had. It was just a matter of being thorough and verifying the person that we had and the name that he goes by.
Darrell. That'd be Darrell. D-U-R-L. Darrell.
It'd be fair to say fingerprints are pretty accurate though, correct? Would that be fair to say?
Would that be fair
I think
to
that
say?
would be fair to say.
So it would also be fair to say that there wouldn't be any reason why the alleged defendant that was in custody would be someone else. Would that be fair to say?
Objection, that's compound and difficult to follow.
It's not
Yes.
compound. It's not
Sustained as to
difficult
the
to
floor.
It's not compound. It is not difficult to follow. Because I don't know what compound is, so you can't prove me otherwise. Darrell, stop pretending to know what compound means. You don't
Form
know.
of the question, sir. Please
That was very
rephrase.
clear.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
He mad. He big mad.
And
And what?
where did the interviewing of the mothers of these children take place, if you recall?
The mother of these children. Darrell, you is in court. Who these children and these children's mother of these children you're talking to? Where were you seeing them at? Okay. Did they bring you a sandwich to give me? Did anyone relay any messages for me? The mother of these children. They're your children, Darrell. Unfortunately for them. Them is your children. Them is your kids. Sadly.
I spoke to Jessica Macklin in Iowa at her residence. I spoke to Angel Fitzpatrick at her residence in Menominee Falls.
Whoa. Can we strike that? Why do the names have to be stated?
Overruled. He was answering the question. His answer may stand. Your request to strike is denied, and the witness may continue answering.
Yeah, shut up,
I spoke to Angel Fitzpatrick in Menominee Falls at her residence, and I spoke to Erica Patterson a number of times at various locations about you.
Darrell, ask him what she said. Be like, wait, you talked to Erica how many times? And what she say about me? Did she tell you that I ain't even do nothing and she ain't want to press charges? Is that what she told you?
You said one of the mothers of these children you spoke to in Iowa.
Correct.
Why would you go all the way to Iowa?
To speak to her. Stupid question. Look at there. Look at Darrell's face. Yeah. Why would you go all the way over there? Why would you go all the way over there? Like, Darrell, stop acting like you don't fucking know. That's just so crazy. He is so pissed, y'all. He is big mad, okay? He is so cranky McCrank stuff.
Because initially you listed her as a witness on your witness list for court. So we went there and we wanted to verify what information she might have that she would testify to.
Ooh, damn.
Just for the record, I don't recall listing anyone as a witness. Just for the record.
Oh, ain't that funny? Just for the record, I didn't call any witnesses. That's why later on I'm going to say, you didn't allow me to bring any witnesses. Darrell, that sounded like a confession. That sounded like a confession. I do recall, do y'all remember this? Darrell says, I wasn't able to bring any witnesses, put in any evidence. This is what Darrell said. And now here he is admitting he didn't have any witnesses to bring. He didn't ask for any witnesses to bring. Ain't that some shit?
For the record, Mr. Brooks, you can't testify at this moment. You'll have an opportunity should you choose.
I just wanted that clear for the record since what was
Can't be,
said.
it's struck from the record at this point because you're attempting to.
Look at that. Look at that. He is so pissed. Is you gonna let me speak or no? How about hell no? Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. You can shut the fuck up though. You can do that. You got the right to remain shut the fuck up. You can do that. That's your constitutional right. Okay?
Testify. The jury will disregard that.
I just wanted the record to show
The
that
jury
I have no
will
knowledge of doing that. And if
The jury will disregard those statements made by the defendant that he is not testifying, and it would be improper at this time for the court to receive them.
I don't think a record should be
Next
made
question,
of
sir.
something that I didn't do.
Next question, sir.
It's ridiculous. So you said you went to Iowa to try to find out what would be testified to. Why?
Oh, I know this one, Your Honor, because it's his job. I know you don't know what that is, Daryl, because you ain't never had one of those. Okay? I understand that this is a far-fetched concept to Daryl, but a job is like something you're responsible for. Like, say, if you were a good faja, Daryl, then it would be something like kind of like your children, something you're responsible for. Oh, Daryl, you be funny. You be big funny.
Objection,
Big
argumentative,
Grounds.
irrelevant, and calls for hearsay.
Grounds.
Sustained at all basis. Next question.
Hell no.
Was that an attempt to prepare for what might have been said?
No. Hey, Alex, what's up, baby?
I'll allow that. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Why would there be preparation involved in someone who might testify on an alleged defendant's behalf?
Hit the like button for mama, please. Please and thank you.
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
Overruled. I'll allow it.
We went there to speak with her, so if she came and testified, there wouldn't be any surprises. We also wanted to find out if there's any background information that she had about Mr. Brooks that would be helpful in our investigation.
Yeah. Yeah, could she tell us anything about Daryl that would make us laugh? I mean, help with the case. I would love to know what they told this man. You know, they didn't tell us, but you know, they told him some stuff, and you know, he laughed when he heard it. You know that. His little piece of pen. Yes, Verna, his piece of pen. Tapper's piece of pen.
So you made reference to not being any surprises.
Uh-huh.
Would it be fair to say that there was a little worry there?
Objection, argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Yeah, Daryl. Ask a question. Try that. This might help you. I don't think it will, but I mean, just try. You gotta try new things. You gotta be willing to try new things, Daryl.
Question.
What surprises were you referring to? What do you mean by surprises? No surprises.
Your Honor, I object to this entire line of questioning. This witness
No, come on, let him talk. This is hilarious. Just let him ramble.
is not expected to testify. It's wholly irrelevant.
Well, he opened the door by putting your name on the record and saying.
I agree with Daryl, Your Honor. I agree with Daryl. He opened the door. Let him proceed. I love watching Daryl be irritated as fuck while he asks stupid ass questions. It's the best thing ever.
I will allow one more question on this.
There you go. Thank you,
Go
Judge.
ahead. You may answer.
Good
Could you re-ask the question, please?
Let me guess. Daryl, you're going to say, I think I was clear. Let's see.
What do you mean by making sure that there were no surprises?
We wanted to make sure that there wasn't any information that we weren't aware of that may come up later that would be helpful in the trial.
All right, Daryl, now you got the answer to that. Let's see what you do with it. Nothing? Oh, it was pointless.
Do you recall making an attempt to interview the child?
The sausage packet.
Objection, relevance.
Who was 7 at the time?
Sustained it. Next question, please.
Reason for the sustain, Your Honor?
Not relevant.
Cause stupid. Just say that. Say that, Judge. That's the answer. I mean, come on. That is the answer. Cause dumb. Cause stupid. Cause you said it.
Well, the question was asked, does he recall?
Sustained. Next question, please.
Grounds for the sustain again?
Cause I said so.
How is it not relevant?
Cause
Keep going,
robe.
sir.
Did you interview the child?
Same objection.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain?
Relevance.
Why not say my child? Why gotta be the child? This is probably the last thing that you're gonna say to your kid is speaking about the kid right now. Cause the kid damn sure ain't coming to see you. Oh.
Why would you ask to interview the child?
Your Honor, objection. This
Sustained.
entire line of questioning is inappropriate.
Sustained. Move on.
I would
Mr.
object that trying to interview a 7-year-old child is.
Sir, move on, please. 907.
Ain't nobody say he tried to interview the child. So you making this face like you confused about something is fucking hilarious, and that's all it is. It's hilarious. It ain't wise. It ain't smart. It ain't a good question. It ain't none of those things. It's just stupid and hilarious. Can't forget that.
611.
Hilarious.
It's also not relevant.
Sustained,
Since that's not an evidence.
Harley.
It was a tricky move.
It was a tricky move.
You made reference to in regards to
pen
exhibit
insert.
88 and 89,
You got your pen insert, Daryl? I want a pen insert.
which
too.
were documents from an entirely different
Get
county.
it out of here. See if I can get it out of here.
Do you work for Milwaukee County?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Ooh, look at it.
No, you're not.
No. Come out of there. This is Daryl's pen, y'all. It's like a miniature version of this, like the insert from the
So
pen.
how did Milwaukee County, which is a different county, come into your investigation in Waukesha County?
I'm in this pen insert.
You may answer. With the understanding there are some limited pretrial rulings that
I
still
like
are
this
in
guy.
play. Go
I
ahead.
like this guy.
During the normal,
I'm sorry for interrupting. I started off by saying in regards to exhibit 88 and 89. That's how I started the question, just for the record.
Is that how you started?
I'm reminding the witness of the pretrial rulings.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. This is more like Daryl.
during the normal course of an investigation, we do background.
I got Daryl's pen. Here we go. This is Daryl's insert. Look at that. Oh, look at that little piece of nothing. Oh, that pointlessness. It's like you get 3 sentences out of this thing, and then you got to get another one. Ooh, I need another one. This one is done. You can't even be trusted with a pen, honey.
On a person to see if they have any open cases or any information that would be helpful.
I love pens.
There is
Got
a
whole
computer
array of
system
pens.
that displays what cases or charges are open for a person, and it is relevant because if you are charged in one county and you violate conditions of bail, you can also be charged in another county
Yup.
for those violations.
Yes. Uh-oh. Daryl, you ain't got nothing to say? You don't want to find out if you got charges in the other state? Oh, you quiet now? Okay. Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen, but whatever. Hit the like button for mama, please. Please and thank you.
Charges in one county
Hey, Oracle. What's up, baby?
and potentially being charged in another county. In reference to that,
Uh-huh. Hey,
wouldn't you
James.
essentially have to
Where's
violate
your booth
the conditions in one county
No.
and strictly be charged in that county?
That is an inaccurate statement.
You being in law enforcement for a very long time,
Uh-huh.
it would be fair to say that you're familiar with the term double jeopardy, right?
I've heard the term before.
And what is your understanding of what that term means?
Objection, irrelevant.
Grounds.
He already knew she was going to say that. He looked at her and smiled. He like, I ain't answering that dumbass question. Opper, you want to, do me the honors of shutting him the hell up? Thank you. Thank you.
This is knowledge. Legal conclusion.
Sustained for all those reasons.
So when did you become the lead investigator in this matter?
Snickers, Mom.
That was about 8:30 p.m. on November 21st, 2021.
So same night.
Correct.
And whom were you made lead investigator by?
The command staff or Lieutenant Jerry Habanik.
Do you recall why you were tapped to be the lead investigator?
Because I was the most qualified person and had the most experience to take care of it.
Oh, he said, I'm good at my job. Daryl's like, I can't relate. Let me see what I can ask you now. I can't relate, okay?
That's what I've been told.
Ooh, look at Daryl. He's like, you know what? You
Any
bragging.
other reasons besides that?
Also because I was at the parade route a little bit earlier and I had the most information out of anyone. It took a little while for the other staff to come in. So I already had a little bit of a head start with the information that I already had learned as being there at the beginning.
Bam.
And that would be the information that you said you had more knowledge of than anyone else at that time.
You see what he did with his little eyeballs? Look at him. He is really pissed. He like, what you ain't gonna do is be talking to my baby mamas. That's what you ain't gonna do. Okay, watch there, watch there.
And that would be the information that you said you had more knowledge of than anyone else at that time.
At that time. At that time. Daryl, stop. You're emotional, okay? You're being emotional. Okay? You're being very much a lady right now. I need you to stop. You're acting like a hormonal lady in the midst of her menses, okay? You are behaving like me on my first heavy day. Like, this is terrible. Cranky McCrankstar, okay? This is ridiculous. All right? Darrell up here having a heavy flow day, you know? Darrell, is you having a heavy flow day? Oh, I know it's terrible. People don't understand. They just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Darrell's on his menses. I'm very much a 45-year-old child, honey. And a petty as fuck. All right?
Would that be in reference to having an interaction with the vehicle at some point?
I would say as the totality of the situation.
Yeah,
I was there when the car first went through. I know what the radio traffic was for taking Mr. Brooks into custody. There's also some decisions that were made early on how to proceed with the case. I was also on scene downtown and took control of the crime scene initially. So a lot of those decisions were made even before our command staff started coming in to take over lead on the case.
You referenced you were there at the beginning when the vehicle first entered in the parade. What do you recall about when the vehicle first entered the parade?
I remember a horn beeping, red Ford Escape driving around, and then you driving into me and not stopping when I pounded on your hood and window.
Barnard's the white
Driving
right?
into you, what do you mean?
I meant that I was in front of your vehicle contacted me, pushed me off to the side, and continued driving without stopping.
Were you injured in this incident?
I was not injured, thankfully.
And you made reference to a horn beeping. What do you mean a horn beeping?
I mean,
The vehicle was beeping its horn?
Yes, the vehicle was beeping its horn.
What would be the only time a vehicle would beep their horn?
Objection, speculation.
Grounds.
Sustained. Calls for
Reason.
speculation.
Do you know why the vehicle was beeping their horn?
Same objection, Your Honor.
Do you know why you would beep
He
your
asked,
horn?
do you know why? So he can answer that question.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Do you know why the vehicle was beeping its horn?
I imagine that the driver was angry and wanted to get through the crowd.
Yep, sound about right. I think he got you, Darrell. I think that's exactly what happened. Darrell was like, look, I got somewhere to be. Don't ask me where I got to be, because I damn sure ain't got no job. And I don't even live in a house, so nobody's waiting on me. You know, my kids can't even pick me out in a lineup, nor could I of them. But just believe me when I tell you, I have somewhere to be. You know, y'all need to move out of my way. And if you don't, I'm going to go right through you. And then I'm going to, you know, park my car somewhere, hop out and run. You know, because I have somewhere to be. Yeah, Darrell needs a Midol, Harley. Darrell needs a Midol. He needs a lot of, he needs all the Midol.
And how did you come to that determination?
I've been driving a long time, and a lot of times people get angry.
You notice he can't say anything to this man without making a face when he do it. He's like, and what did you think? And so you think that, so why would you do that? It's like, Darrell, just look normal. Well, as normal as you can. Like, try to look normal. How about that?
Angry, they're late, they beat their horn at you in a way that is because they're upset and they're trying to get past you.
Yeah, they'd be pretty pissed.
Do you know that for sure?
You asked me my opinion.
Yes, I did ask your opinion. Now I'm asking you, do you know for sure if the driver of the vehicle you observed was in fact angry?
I assume that he was.
So it would be fair to say you don't know for sure.
I do not know for sure, but that is my opinion, is that he was angry.
And at that time, you had no knowledge who the driver was. Would that be fair to say?
Well, I had knowledge because I saw your face. I did not know your name
Did
at
you
that
know
time.
who the driver?
Damn. Ooh. Hey, Darrell, I think this man might be able to make a claim against you. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he saw you there. He was technically in danger as well, because everybody was, as long as you was around. So I think we might have found somebody who could make a claim against Darrell. You know, Darrell loves to say, "Kiss anybody in here can make a claim against me."
Driver was. No, meaning had you had any prior interactions with them before this incident?
Maryland.
That's what I mean by no. Have you had any conversations with him? Talked to him?
Hold on.
Talked-
Compound question. Ask one.
I was just giving clarification of no.
You
What I
need
mean
to,
by
it's
no.
a compound question. Please
I
rephrase.
love this guy. He's
Before
enjoying
you
himself.
observed this vehicle, as you say, this driver that, as you say, did you know them?
Oh my God. That's hilarious. So when you saw this vehicle and you say it had a driver? Yes, bitch, it had a driver. What the fuck? Of course somebody was driving it. What the fuck is wrong with him? He's so weird. He's like, and you think you saw a driver? Like, what do you think was? You think nothing was in the car, Darrell? All y'all saw was my mom's car. Y'all ain't seen it. Wasn't nobody in it though. And that's the thing y'all keep forgetting. Wasn't nobody even driving it. It was Elon Musk's fault.
I have no memory of meeting Mr. Brooks before that afternoon.
So it'd be fair to say that you're assuming something that you don't know. Would that be fair to say?
Objection, compound, vague, and argumentative.
Sustained.
Oh, and don't forget stupid. Don't forget that. Don't forget that opera. You forgot one.
Sustained is to the form of the question.
I got you, girl.
How would you know how someone's feeling
Yeah. How do
if you
know?
don't know who they are?
How could you know how I feel? You don't know how I feel. You don't know. But if you tell me what my baby mama said about me, maybe I'll tell you how I feel. I'll probably lie. Yeah, for sure. But
Your Honor, he opened the door to this. It's asked and answered. The witness has given his opinion. It's clear.
Grounds.
there was
I object.
communal toilet
Improper.
paper.
Grounds.
I will allow the witness to answer why he came to that conclusion. Go ahead.
Like I said before, I've been driving a long time. And a lot of times when people are beeping their horns, it's because they're late. They're angry at something happened. And that's why I concluded that the person was probably angry.
There you go.
So would it be fair to say that another reason why a vehicle would beep its horn would be to alert people to the presence?
Objection,
Grounds.
irrelevant, speculation.
Grounds.
I'll allow it based upon his training and experience.
Oh my God. I'm going to tell you, this guy on the stand is just really helping with me right now. Like he's giving me all kinds of comfort because he is just driving Darrell absolutely batshit. Darrell he's having such a hard time staying inside of his own skin. Like the hardest time. Like he just wants to just shed his skin and just, come out as the caterpillar he is, because Darrell little. So even if he was to peel and something's supposed to cocoon out, like it's going to be smaller, like it's supposed to come out bigger. But, with Darrell's case, every time he sheds, something tinier comes out. It's unfortunate is what it is. It's unfortunate, Darrell.